Not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a town made the block little snag or two.
We welcome you to Los Angeles. The show brings you the game of the week. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, showing the slab in today's game. Kodai Senga, what's the word on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Judge sizing this one up, and a quick out, number one. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Matt Olson.
Well, last year had over 90 RBIs, fell short of that 100 benchmark milestone, but you know he's got motivation to come out this year and reach that number. He's just a quality hitter, sound mechanics, and look for him to be a big run producer in this lineup.
Michael Harris II in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. And downstairs. One out, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Check swing on the 2-1, appeal to third. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. And that's outside ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Now a chance for Larry Walker. Man at first, one away. Check on the runner. Harris back on a dive. Another move to first. And he's back again. Only one more disengagement left after that move. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw. Save. To the right side. Slings to first in time.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 20, Marcell.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Right through there for a strike. inside. And 1-1. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here comes Austin Riley. First pitch just misses. Ozuna, the runner at first with 2 gone. In for a strike and a count 1-1. Squirts away a little bit. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-2. Throw to first, back in there standing. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and starting this one, Chris Sale. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. And misses inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Betts. Sale with the move to first.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
In the dirt. Sale, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
On the ground right side, into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Just missed. tying run in scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
It's Aaron Judge now. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Everybody's going to be safe.
Waste no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
So bases loaded with one away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And he swings through that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Right through there, got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a high ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout look in is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big two-out hit.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score two. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Senga back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
One down, base is empty. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Book, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in two-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at-bat.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Book, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Here's Sean Murphy. Had the day off yesterday. And the first pitch misses for ball one. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of Small talk the umpire. Robinson whips it to first. Out number 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in LA, and stepping in is the speedy crisp baseball today. So many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Albies over to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
All I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Will Smith to the plate. First pitch misses.
1-0. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
And a big swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
And here comes Tommy Edman. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That misses the zone, and now it's filled up 3-2. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaching for it, makes the catch. So the Dodgers leave 1, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. In the dirt, ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Ground ball right side. Freeman takes it himself and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Harris stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Acuna stands at first with one out. Now one out to right. Ohtani makes the grab. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 33, Larry Walker.
Larry Walker next up for the Braves. Grounded out his first time up. Walker, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Senga checks over to first, and he's back. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. And the 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And there's the ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The left fielder.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
First and second, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. RBI single his last time up. Breaking ball through there for a strike. This to third. Hernandez over to first in time. Ozuna is out, and that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back, bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Way high.
1 ball, no strike.
That one is absolutely belted. Going back, onto the track, and he makes the catch.
But he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
The Babe is one of those guys with a larger-than-life personality, Boog, and that's something you see from him on and off the field. He's certainly one of the most recognizable figures in the history of sports. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Step off throw to first, and he's back in safely. And that's a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Here comes an 0-2 to Judge. And that one upstairs, ball one.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
There goes the runner. Good job to fight that one off. Sale in a 1-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
On the ground, and that's just foul. And that's outside, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Olsen hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Now snap throw to first, and he dives back in safely. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Ruth leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
That's inside. 2-1. Fastball for a strike. The next pitch misses, and a full count now.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Sale delivers. Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw to second is offline.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And it remains 2-2. Man at second. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, all tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here is Austin Riley. Here's a high chopper. Betts fires across the diamond. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson down. Fly to left his first time. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. His second home run of the series, and that gives him the lead. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty, 1 away. Ozzie Albies digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. And he'll be safe at first.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
1 gone, runner at first. And now Sean Murphy. And this one squirts away from the catcher.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just 1 pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Man at second. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball. Senga checks the runner. Albies dives back in. Albies, the runner at second with 1 away. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. And here it comes. Up and in, 2-2. swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's Orlando Arcia. That one missed. That's in there. That's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed. The 2-1. And there's a ball.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 0 for 1. And that one pulled foul. And that's in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Chopped out in front of the plate. And that one handled. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jackie Robinson. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Throw on to Olsen. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That just misses. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Struck out looking his first time. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. In the air, out towards right center. Pair is racing after it. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for LA, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Senga back to work. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
That one finds the corner, and the count even at 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Larry Walker next up for the Braves. 0 for 2 in this one. Fouled off. He was late. Ball one low. And a swing and a miss there. Runner at second, nobody out. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman. One away here in the 5th.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcel.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. On the ground to third. Whips it across. Ozuna is out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here is Austin Riley. Two outs. Fought off foul. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man on second, 2 down. Just outside. And the count is even, 2-2. Ripped to right. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. One left for Atlanta. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine, Mookie Betts will get us started. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. This to third, down the line, and it's foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And the 0-2. That one almost got him. On the ground out to short. And it's through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
No outs. Runner at first. Now it's the DH, Babe Ruth. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 2.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Riley over to second, on to Olsen. That's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here in L.A., top of the 6th inning. Here's Matt Olson.
Off to the Braves, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Yusei Kikuchi.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play, that's an infield single.
The batter number 1, second baseman.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. To first, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he's out at second. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Albies in his 8th season, 28 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean.
And now
Murphy.
Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. Move to first. Albies back in standing. That one hit to right. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Look out! And it hit him.
Take your base.
Now batting, the designated
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the DH, Ronald Acuna Jr. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Albies, the lead runner, out at second. Arcia at first, 2 out of the inning. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 63.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Freeman up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Slow roller to first, but it kicks foul. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one the other way, and it gets down for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's Kike Hernandez. In the dirt, blocked. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Max Muncy.
Bringing in some thunder in a big spot, and they're hoping he can get a hold of one for sure.
Ripped to the right center. Should be extra bases. Here comes Freddie around 3rd. The relay throw. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Maybe expecting a bunt here. 3rd baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And that one clips the corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at second. And a sac bunt here. Riley zips it across. They get the out on Robinson.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up, but give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Murphy fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Nice job behind the plate there.
That might prove to be a big play in this game. Not only the strikeout, but the effort behind the plate to complete the out and make sure the game stays tied. That's great work behind the dish, and I'm sure he'll get a lot of love from his teammates if they're able to strand that runner now.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
2 outs. Up the middle, Albies. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. And on the play, a run will come in to score.
Well, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Just missed.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seen
runner on the move. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Braves 2. So remaining in the game defensively, Max Muncy. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Well, 1-run game. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And that misses. Ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. Swing and a chopper. Freeman steps on the bag.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now the right fielder, Larry Walker. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Late swing, foul to the left. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Punch him out!
Hammer, base hit, and the tying run is on base.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Marcell Ozuna And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen.
Now pitching for
Righty reliever out of the pen, Kenta Maeda.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
So the tying run at second, and that is downstairs. 2-0.
And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
And it is 2-1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Just misses there.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Man at second. Right side. Ohtani sizes this one up. Squeezes it. 2 down. And the batter now, Austin Riley. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. That ends the frame. Braves strand one. They're down 3-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And Mookie takes. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee also getting ready. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. 1 for 3. That's a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're up to double-digit hits as a team, and if it seems like they haven't been barreling up the ball, you're right. Half of their hits haven't even been considered hard hits.
Betts at second with nobody out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's Aaron Judge up. To the plate. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Move to first. Dives back. Out!
Hard to know if he was looking to go right there or not, but he was clearly fooled by the pickoff move. Quick feet, quick release over there by the pitcher. Really quick tag as well.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Way outside, and a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Freeman stands in now, looks at that one inside. 2 out, space is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. Max Muncy at the dish. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Ripped on the ground a second. They get the force. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Maeda back to work. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's ripped into the outfield. And this one looks like trouble. Here comes Olsen around third. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Now a huge
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kenta Maeda. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Evan Phillips.
pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Next to hit, Sean Murphy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. No outs. Runner on second. Right through there for a strike. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses. That's strike two.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Way high with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed. Orlando Arcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 4-4.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. This one in the air. Freeman. And out number 1 on the grab.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Tied at 4. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Phillips checks on first. Murphy back easily. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Not close with that one. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And he couldn't come up with it.
And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taking ball 4.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Evan Phillips won't go any further. Number 86 will take over here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Harris in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab for the second out. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Larry Walker. And there's the strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Outside low, 1-0. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a foul out of play. That's to third. Muncy throws across the diamond. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 runs in the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dylan Lee. So digging in, Jackie Robinson.
Well, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
There's a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
There's a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 25,
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Liner, base hit. Back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Lee keeping an eye on him. Swings and misses. Strike 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Edman around second. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So, runner, intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
now batting, the designated hitter.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Batting for the first time here in the 8th inning after coming into the game as a pinch runner. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Masataka Yoshida looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Harris ranges back. And that one is out of here. That's worth the price of admission. His first homer of the year, it's 8-4.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dylan Lee will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Aaron Bummer. Base is empty with 2 away. Aaron Judge at the plate. And the sweeper is off the plate. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Zips it to first. Judge out on the play. Ends the inning after they ran. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Leading off in the rim, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Now into the ball game on defense, Dalton Rushing.
Number 58, Dalton.
First pitch, and he just misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Nabs it, and there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here is Matt Olson.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's a hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
So a man at first. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Olson leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball.
The Dodgers leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Schaumburg. We'll talk to you soon.